Credit to St. Joe's. They had an excellent game plan, coming in and really bothered us in the first half offensively. They were forcing us inside the line, kind of locking out, out on the perimeter. And, we made some uncharacteristic, finishes in there or attempts in there, where we've got to do a little bit better. But our message to the guys at halftime was, pretty simple. And even before the game, we talked a little bit about it. Was because it didn't happen in Amherst. We were struggling offensively, but the defense kind of let us down. And in the first half, the defense was there. Shy a few possessions in transition where they got the three and a couple of layups. In the half court, we were doing a pretty good job. Our guys were on it, and so we felt confident, at halftime if we, began to play a little bit better, a little more free, a little more trusting, of one another, better decisions, driving at the rim, that we would begin to, the lid would come off of the basket for us. And so, sometimes that can happen. A little bit of pressure at times, you lose a game and then all of a sudden the confidence can kind of go. It's a shaky thing. And we just encourage the guys in the timeouts to just relax, relax and play and ultimately just trust one another. And I think that's what you saw. The group out at halftime did a great job. Certainly, getting us a lead quickly, out of halftime. That can be, when you're struggling like that and really didn't lead at all, in the first half, that can be, a jolt of fresh air. And that certainly was the case for us tonight. The beginning of that second half gave us a ton of energy, gave the bench energy, and certainly the crowd. The crowd was great. They gave us energy. Can't say enough about the crowd that we had here tonight. But conference play is going to be tough, and it's shown that all season. Doesn't matter what conference you're talking about, night in and night out. You see these tight games, and we needed every basket that we had to come up with tonight, whether it was underneath out of bounds, whether it was half court execution, whether it was timely shots where they guarded it well, handling the ball versus pressure at the end of the game. Certainly we need to do better. Reynolds got going, and we once you not allow, because he was a big factor and his teammates were a big factor in that. Once guys like that with that offensive ability begin to go, it's hard to turn that faucet off because it's going. And we certainly weren't able to kind of get that under control like we needed to. But happy to take any questions. Really happy that he's here with us.
Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thanks.
39 bench points. Obviously, your two leading scorers, Joe, Bam, and Toby, 16 collectively. What was your thoughts on the production up bench?
Yeah, the bench was huge. Roy Hibbert grabbed me after the game, and said just that. He was really impressed, with the bench tonight. I told the team that as well, and it's something that we've hammered home, all year. Now that we're at full strength, we've got multiple guys that can enter the game and help us, in a positive way. Rose, 2 points. His 2 points were important, in the game. His defense, was important in the game. And so it doesn't matter how much you play, it's can you impact the game. Jason was great. We were struggling in the first half, all right? But second half, he was playing more like himself, and his defense is always on point, and certainly made some timely shots and deliveries, as well. So, I thought it was a total team effort and something that, we've got to continue to develop. Our benches, can get us out of some spots, at times. And then you saw what happened. The starters came back at the beginning of the second half, and then they took it. So it's like contagious. You see somebody off the bench doing it, and then it makes you want to go in there and do it as well. And so, really happy with the group that we have.
Coach,
Congratulations on the win, fellas. I got a serious question. So it's two plays. Toby, you get the no look from Max. Do you get the alley hoop? Which one of these players gonna be top 10 tomorrow?
Only God knows.
whoever it is, I don't know.